Raj Soin, founder of MTC. Thank you so much for being in the book, How They Did It, $1 Billion Insights from the Heart of America. We really appreciate your being a part of the book.
Well, it was interesting to talk to you and see how it came out.
Well, it was wonderful, and we got so much great feedback and comments from readers. We just wanted to ask you a couple more questions. One of them is that the story that seems to resonate more than any other story in the book, or at least for me, is you talking about your wife and about your manager, Mike, and around the early days and what happened with meeting or narrowly avoiding missing payroll. I'm wondering if you could shed any more light on that story that's in the book.
Yeah, actually, when we started the company, as I told you, we really didn't have much money. We were just working off of. A lot of time people talk about $1,700 investment, but that was really value people put on the furniture I took to the office.
It wasn't even $1,700.
No, the total money might have been $300-400 to start with.
Oh boy.
The rest was the furniture. But in any case, in the beginning, one of the big things in consulting companies is you provide a service and it takes a while to get paid, whereas the employees have to be paid up front. And we were managing fairly well by using credit cards to meet the payroll and off and on whenever the payment came to pay down the credit cards. And it was, I think, early 1985. My wife, who was keeping the books, she used to go to the lockbox just about every day to see if we received any payment. So she walked in my office, a little bit teary-eyed, and she says, well, today is the payday, and I didn't get any checks. So, as usual, you're busy, you're paying attention to what you got to do. I turned and I said, Indu, why don't you go charge it a credit card? And I think I touched a wrong card. She burst crying and she says, which one? Because all of them are over the limit. So by that time, I didn't even know what to do. So I just told her to go home and not come to work. And I said, I'll worry about it if something goes on. But surprisingly, none of the paychecks bounced. And I didn't even know till about 2 or 3 months later. And that too, accidentally, I was in Mike Ward's office. He was one of our project managers. And I walked in his office and I'm talking to him. He reached into his drawer to get something and I saw company paychecks sitting there. So I said, Mike, what is this? He's the one who told me. He says, Raj, I heard Indu and you talk about it. And knowing you are having financial troubles, my wife already works. She has a good job. So I really didn't need the cash. I'll save them and I'll cash them when you guys have the money. Really, that is something which touched my heart extremely. We built a lot of companies over in our life. We've had thousands of employees. But what I have found is 95 to 98% of the people are really dedicated. And if you stay loyal to them, they do stay very loyal to you.
I think I told you when you originally told me that story on the phone that I had kind of an epiphany or some relief that, the book took 4 years to do. And at the point when you told me that story, I realized it was worth all that time and cost to do the book, because I just thought that was amazing. That was just, that for me was the peak of why we do what we do.
For us, it was an experience too, because it happened very early in our career and it was so touching. I think me and Mike are very close even today.